Aloha, my name is Nick and I am from the American Heart and American Stroke Association, and this is Becca Moore, a nurse from the Hilo Medical Center. She will be helping us with today's presentation. We're here today because we need your help. We know that all of you are leaders in the school as well as in the community. We need your help getting some life-saving information to the rest of your community. How many of you want to be heroes? Raise your hand. Amazing. Today you will learn what a stroke is and how to recognize the signs of a stroke. I need all of you to direct your attention to Nurse Moore while I share my screen. She will be providing some life-saving information for you.
Thank you so much, Nick. Now raise your hand if you know someone who's had a stroke. Maybe your auntie, maybe your uncle or grandparent. Many of us have been affected by stroke. Stroke is the third leading cause of death in Hawaii, and we don't want it to be the third cause of leading death. It's affecting many of our loved ones, our friends and family members, and there's actually a medicine that we can give to help someone who is suffering from a stroke, but we need them to get to the hospital fast. Now, this information is really important, but you might ask yourself, what is a stroke? A stroke is known as a brain attack. This happens when your brain isn't getting the two things that work right, or two things to work right and allow you to laugh with your friends, learn at school, and give your personality. The brain allows you to do all of these things. What do you think those two things are that the brain needs to function properly? You're so right. Oxygen and blood. That's what it continually needs to do its job. Now, as in the next picture, you can see that the vessel leading to the brain that allows blood and oxygen to be carried is being clogged by plaque. And plaque is not allowing the blood and oxygen to get to where it needs to be. When this is happening, the person is experiencing a stroke or a brain attack. Now let's look at this short video to identify how we can spot the warning signs of a stroke.
This is the brain, and these are all blood vessels. And if one of them gets blocked, the brain can't get enough blood. Brain.
When a stroke happens, a person's brain isn't getting enough blood or oxygen. We have an easy way for you to recognize signs of a stroke. F.A.S.T.
F. Face dripping.
A. Arm weakness.
S. Speech difficulty. T. Time to call 911.
Where can you learn more about the F.A.S.T. acronym and stroke?
StrokeAssociation.org. Let us know if you have any heart or stroke questions, and we'll explain it. Yay! Kids Explain!
Okay, so now that we've seen that video, do you guys think that superheroes are fast, or do you think that superheroes are slow? Right, superheroes need to be fast, and that's why we need to learn fast when we're spotting somebody with signs and symptoms of a stroke. Okay, so the first letter of FAST is F, so I want everybody to smile. Good. Now I want you to turn to your parent or your siblings in the room and see their smile too. F stands for facial drooping. So when the blood doesn't get to the brain the right way or doesn't get enough oxygen, sometimes you can have what's called a facial droop, and their side of their face is uneven. So if you think somebody is having a stroke, ask them to smile for you and look for facial drooping. Good job. What does F stand for? Facial drooping. Okay, the next letter in FAST is A. A stands for arm weakness. Now, when somebody comes into the hospital and I think that they're having a stroke, I have them lift up their arms for 10 seconds. I want everybody to lift up their arms with me. Good job. Can you guys lift up your arms? Good. Sometimes when somebody is having a stroke or a brain attack, one side of their body will be weak or they won't be able to lift up their arm. So if you think that somebody is having a stroke or a brain attack, have them lift up their arms and see if they're having arm weakness. What does A stand for? Arm weakness. Good job. The next letter in FAST is S. Sometimes when somebody is having a stroke or a brain attack, they can't get out what they want to say, and this is called speech difficulty. Sometimes their speech is so slurred that you can't understand what they're saying, or sometimes they're not able to get out at what they want to say at all. And this is called speech difficulty. So if you think somebody is having a stroke or a brain attack, ask them to say some sentences for you. S stands for what? Speech difficulty. Good job, you guys. You're so smart. What does S stand for? Facial droop. What does A stand for? Arm weakness. What does S stand for? Speech difficulty. You guys are so smart. Okay, so then the last letter in FAST is T. T is for time, time to call 911. We want you to get to the hospital as soon as possible because every minute that you're having a stroke, you lose 1 billion brain cells, and we need all the brain cells we can get. So we want you guys to call EMS right away. Call 911 because treatment starts right in the EMS when they get picked up by the healthcare people. So we wouldn't want your family to drive them or have them drive themselves. So T stands for time, time to call 911. Great, you guys. Thank you so much for helping me with that. We should go over it one more time. So what does F stand for? Facial droop. And what does A stand for? Arm weakness. What does S stand for? Speech difficulty. And T is for time, time to call 911. Good job, you guys.
Thank you, Nurse Becca. That is awesome. We got some great FAST training, and it was pretty quick, right? Would you say it was fast?
Yeah.
Poor joke, I know. All right, you guys are going to get an awesome FAST magnet to go home that looks just like this picture here. Super awesome, because what we want you to do is take this home to your family and talk about the warning signs of a stroke. Because sometimes strokes happen to people that are older than you. Could be a parent, could be an auntie and uncle, could be a grandparent. And it's very helpful if you allow them to understand the warning signs so that everybody in your house and around your house, and again, in your community, knows these warning signs so that we can follow them and help save people's lives. It's super important. Now, what we want you to do is take that magnet home, put it on the refrigerator or the freezer, and then we want you to complete an online form with a parent or a guardian. It's a couple quick questions, just like kind of like a registration in a way that you've seen this video from us and that you've taken this magnet home. And once you do that and fill out that online form, your school will again provide the link and how to do that. You will get an awesome FAST keychain duck. So again, you have to go home, click on the link that your school provides, fill out the form so you can register, and you'll receive a super awesome blue FAST duck as a reward for being a leader in your household and in your community. Pretty awesome. Now I'm going to share one more video with you before we depart.
Quiet, please. Wait a sec. I'll take one. Oh yeah, all right. All good. Take care. Way to go. Nice. Bring it on. Gotcha. I'm here for you. Oh no. Please, please, please. I'm waiting. Interesting. Not buying it. Not fair. That's it. This conversation is over. Oh, brother.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things.
I'm having a stroke. I'm having a stroke.
Know the sudden signs. Learn FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for joining with us and learning the signs and symptoms of a stroke. And I just want to remind you that you don't have to have all these symptoms to be having a stroke. You could just have one or maybe even two of them. So make sure you learn the signs and symptoms of a stroke and teach your family too. And thanks for learning with us today.
Big mahalo. Thank you so much. Have a great day.